Over the past few years, the term sustainable construction has slipped unseen into the industry vocabulary. It's a phrase that's come to represent a wide range of environmentally aware notions, from the use of sustainable materials through renewable energy to recovering and recycling materials before sending them back to work as part of the circular economy. In many instances, sustainability has become the primary directive in many demolition and construction projects. Contractors are now as likely to be grilled over their environmental commitment as they are about their health and safety track record. And yet, while we've seen the sustainability of materials and methods placed at the very forefront, we've actually seen the construction industry itself become even more unsustainable. We've seen demolition and construction company margins rendered increasingly thin. Competitive tendering, the ubiquitous race to the bottom, acts like an economic pasta machine, squeezing margins thinner and thinner until that pasta finally breaks. In the space of just 2 years, we've seen more than 8,000 demolition and construction companies hunted to extinction like the North American buffalo at the turn of the last century. It's surely clear for all to see that working for something close to nothing is unsustainable. And yet, with each new contract announcement, contractors fall over themselves to queue up to do precisely that. We apparently now operate with a mindset of we're actually doing this job at a loss, but at least we beat our rivals to land the project. We have, deliberately or otherwise, created a bureaucratic backdrop that is utterly unsustainable. Even setting aside the rainforest worth of paper used to record every element of a demolition or construction project, we've created an administrative landscape so complex that we now employ people purely to oversee it. Either that, or we're forced to call upon the services of third party consultants. Those admin departments, legal experts, and external consultants are a drain on the bottom line. They're a cost. Now, admittedly, they are vital and they make an important contribution to the successful winning and delivery of a demolition or construction project. But their presence speaks to a creeping and unstoppable tide of bureaucracy that is equally unsustainable. Also unsustainable is our current attitude to the demolition and construction workforce. As an industry, we've pushed tens of thousands of workers into self employment just to get them off the books and to make our workforce flexible enough to withstand the highs and lows of the workload cycle. We claim that workers are our greatest asset, yet we treat them as a commodity or a necessary evil. They're paid the minimum possible, work like dogs, and treated like they're expendable. And still, we're surprised when they leave, either for a more understanding and compassionate firm in the industry or by quitting the industry altogether. At the same time, we are collectively doing virtually nothing to replace them. Even with the very future of the demolition and construction industry hanging in the balance due to an ever deepening skill shortage, we continue to sit on our hands in the hope that someone, somewhere, will figure out how to make this sector more attractive to a younger generation that actually sees it for what it is: demanding, dirty, and dangerous. And the age of unsustainable construction doesn't end with companies and people. It's an often unspoken part of the equipment debate, too. We all want to be seen to be green, so we're quick to embrace machines powered by ever cleaner Stage 3, Stage 4, and Stage 5 diesel engines. Despite the additional cost and the sheer pain in the arse of it, we adopted AdBlue. The arrival of HVO fuel set the industry hearts aflutter. And when the boffin said first electric and then hydrogen, we all sat up like obedient Labradors, eager for a treat. Despite all of this, we'll still happily fly around the world to attend industry exhibitions to get that important first glimpse of a new machine. We'll trade in a perfectly good machine because the lease is up or because the last maintenance bill was a bit more expensive than the one before. We'll buy a machine that is made on one side of the world using components from the other side of the world before shipping it halfway round the world. And all the while, we convince ourselves that this sleek new machine with its super clean, low emission engine makes us some environmental warrior. In truth, if the stewardship of the planet were our primary goal, we would have stuck with that existing machine. But appearing green is way more important than being green. And so we buy that new machine and create a Godzilla-sized carbon footprint that no amount of HVO could ever erase. There's an irony in all of this. In the not too distant future, we could have sustainable buildings and sustainable homes built by supposedly sustainable equipment running on sustainable fuels. And yet, the industry responsible will be depleted and dying. Depleted and dying because, as it turns out, sustainable construction is unsustainable.